Happy Monday. It is breakfast time and I meal prepped quite a bit yesterday. So, sorry, I didn't know if I was recording or not. I'll show you. Anyway, let me show you what's in here. Okay, so the things that I meal prepped were boiled eggs. I meal prepped a bunch of those. I love the Chobani yogurts. I love the flavoured ones. I love the Greek ones. So I get a mixture and Jack and I share those. That's Jack's. Down here we've got some chicken breast and some beef mince. I made some banana muffins. That's Sunny's food. I prep all of my berries and fruits, like wash them so that I don't have to do that in the moment, and I can just literally take this jar of strawberries and go and sit at my desk for a snack. I've got like sweet potato and beetroot roasted ready to go. In this one I have greens cooked and ready to go, so I can just literally reheat them. Chicken breast, which has been shredded. Pasta, which is a high protein pasta, and then rice at the back here as well. So what I might have, hello you little boy. What I might have this morning is some boiled eggs and a yogurt because I'm just not hungry. So I'm gonna go for a passion fruit yogurt and 2 boiled eggs, and then yeah, that's all I feel like right now, so that's all I'm gonna have. And also because it's really important to have like micronutrients with every meal, I'm just gonna add some pre-washed like fruits on top of this. So I'm just going to actually mix it up and put it in a bowl, make it a bit yummier. Mix up the yogurt, make it all creamy. I have just brushed my teeth, which is never a good thing to do before yogurt of any kind, but you know, it's just the way it went today. Alright. So, I'm going to put some blueberries on. And so I washed these blueberries and I put them in this jar, and I'm literally going to pour some on. I love doing that. Makes it so easy. Okay. And now I'm going to go sit down, eat this, and then I have a work meeting in 10 minutes. So, bon appetit. It's a couple days later now and I am just about to have some more food, and I wanted to pick up the camera and keep vlogging because I want this video to be more about kind of the nutrition and my exercise and things like that, and my routine with those things. So speaking of my fat loss journey, because I told you guys that I am on a fat loss plan, just following my own program for 6 months. So I have a 4-month fat loss period and a 2-month reverse to maintenance after that. And in terms of the body fat amount that I've been trying to lose, I did put on more than kind of my usual maintenance, like how much I weigh from COVID to now. So I think I slowly gained about just over time, maybe I want to say like 6 kilos or so. And so that's the amount that I am aiming to reduce in body fat as well. I did have body scans, and you know, it's important to check if the weight gained has been through lean mass, and if so, fantastic. That's the best case option, or best case scenario, but for me, unfortunately, it wasn't lean mass. It was just purely body fat that I gained through moving less and eating more. That's how it happens every time. So at the moment, I have actually lost 2.6 kilos now. I know in my previous video I said it wasn't going that well, purely just because I wasn't following my targets as like as closely as I would have liked, but it has somehow worked out. I probably moved more than I thought, and over the past, I've lost 2.6 over the past month now, so yeah, it is working. So just going to continue to go through this fat loss process, with my total goal being 6.5 to 7 kilos lost, which I know sounds a lot, but that's how much I had gained in body fat. So yeah, and to ensure that I'm losing it from fat and not from muscle, that's like really important to me. It's really important to my clients that that is what happens on these fat loss journeys. I will be sticking to a specific protein target, like really trying every day to hit this protein target, which has been set up personally for me. So yeah, let's get started anyway, with the day and eating some food. For breakfast, I've decided to have some oats today. So I use the Uncle Toby sachets, just the original ones without the flavors. But I just like because they come in a packet. It's easy and I know how much is in it. I get the big bowl serving. I'm literally just gonna have this with some fruit and yogurt. Oh, and let's quickly do a skin check following my pico laser that I had on the weekend. So yeah, I had my pico laser and it did leave my skin very red afterwards because it was doing its thing, and it's now been a couple days and I do have makeup on. But the only makeup that I have on my skin right now is the Hourglass concealer, and I put it here, here, and here. But then I have bronzer and blush as well. So things that I've noticed since having the pico laser is that my texture, oh my gosh, it is so much better. Like I don't have these little dots and lumps that I had here. Like I can still feel them a little bit, but it's so much better. So I know that I have makeup on. I should do this again when I have no makeup on, but I mean, I really have not much makeup on here. And yeah, the texture is getting, oh my gosh, so much better. So these are the results after having a microdermabrasion and a pico laser treatment as well. So yeah, just wanted to update you on that. Just finished working, and now it's time for lunch. So lunch is going to be, let me just ask my body, hang on. What do I feel like? I think I feel like a wrap. So I'm going to make one. Now, the good thing about today is that I've already eaten some grains, some whole grains, oats. I have already eaten some fiber and nutrients in my fruits. I had blueberries and kiwi fruit. I have already had some lean protein. I had some yogurt as well. So I've had a really good mixture of food so far. So what I need again is just the same style of meal. A balanced meal that is going to contain whole grains, carbohydrates, it's going to contain nutrients and fiber, and it's going to also contain protein. So I always start with the protein source first. That's the number one for me. Protein source is going to be tuna. I started getting these tuna slices, they're quite cute. The main reason I like them is because of their little container. So I'm gonna have tuna wrap with the veggies. Let's go. So the wraps that I have are these Simon's Pantry low carb, high protein and fiber. So I'm gonna have one of those. That looks yum. Fantastic. Alright. Tuna. Alright, let's go see what we can use for the filling of the wrap. So, main thing I need is like some vegetables to go in the wrap. So I'm going to do cherry tomatoes, red onion, cucumber, lettuce, and I think that should be enough. I'd love to put this on it. Gherkin relish. It's like a game changer adding into wraps. It's so delicious. And then I might even do some sriracha mayo on that one as well. Yum. I'll show you when it's done. So I am using this scale to, what's it called? Measure the amounts of sauce I'm putting onto my wrap, because I'm tracking my nutrition at the moment, tracking my food to help me achieve weight loss in a healthy way. So first thing I'm going to do is put the gherkin relish on. So I put it directly onto the scale, just like this. Turn the scale on. Okay, and then just literally spoon out however much I want. That was 38 grams. Yum. I love this so much, guys. You've got to get it. Gherkin relish. Now I'll do the same for the sriracha mayo. Put that on. However much I want. Yum. Okay, that was only 5, so I can probably do a bit more. Need a bit more sauce. Oh god, that's hard to get out. 6 grams, right. Time to put the tuna on, the tuna, tomato and red onion. So that's going into the wrap like that. Nice. Do a little bit more salt through there. And then we'll put the cucumber and a little bit more sauce. This sriracha's vegan, by the way. If you're looking for a vegan sauce, it's 13 grams now. So 36 grams of the other one, and then 13 grams of that. That just makes it easier for me to track. Now I just need to put my lettuce in, which I just washed. And there is my wrap for the day. So I'll just go ahead like this, wrap it all the way up. big, delicious, healthy wrap. And that's lunch for today. Lunch was delicious. And I am just about to leave to go and do some exercise. I'm gonna go do KX. But I'm also working after that, so I need to pack my lunch. So this is where my meal prep that I did at the start of the week comes in so handy, because I already have kind of things in their containers that I can take for dinner. So leftovers I can use. I have some beef mince here, so I might take that for dinner. It's like a taco seasoning, so I can either have that one with some rice. What's in here? I'll take those veggies. I'll either have that with some rice, pasta, or like tacos. I think I will do rice. I feel like that's just easiest. So there we go. I've got rice, veggies, and like beef mince. That's gonna be dinner. I'll also need to take a snack. So best thing for me to snack on is boiled egg. So I've got already my pre-boiled eggs in this container ready to go, and I'll take 2 of those as my snack. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty much everything done for the day. And I will be, number 1, on track to achieve my fat loss for today. And number 2, oh that's sunny, I will be completely filled of nutrients, minerals, vitamins, everything that my body needs. So that's cool. It's gonna be another good day. I was just thinking about how it's so good when I do meal prep, because pardon me, I've got this meal to have now for dinner. If I didn't meal prep, usually what I do, and most of the time if I don't meal prep, I will get myself sushi for dinner on a Wednesday. However, the difference between, almost fell over, the difference between having sushi versus having that beautiful meal of lean beef mince, rice and veggies is that the balance of the macronutrients is better, meaning that I would get a higher protein content in my dinner from me taking my own food versus a lower protein content in the sushi. It's like a really minimal amount. And what protein does when you are in a fat loss state is it helps you to hold on to and store your lean tissue when you are exercising. It helps to restore, or it helps you to rebuild muscle that you're breaking down when you're doing your training sessions. So as you're losing fat, as you're losing weight, if you don't have your macronutrients kind of sorted out, and I see this happen all the time with people who just calorie count and don't worry about their protein, their carbs and their fats, if you're not eating a high enough protein content, then it is likely that you will reduce lean, like you will lose lean body mass as well as body fat. So yes, it's likely that I could lose some lean mass when I'm doing my fat loss process, but it's going to be minimal compared to someone else who's not focusing on protein and training. So when I am losing weight, as my body weight goes down, if I keep my lean mass high or even build a little bit of lean mass, then my metabolism, my BMR, is going to either stay the same or potentially get higher. Whereas someone who's losing a lot of weight and losing muscle at the same time, they would have a metabolic drop. So their metabolism or BMR would drop down, meaning that it's easier for them to gain weight in the future if they go back to eating normally, which everyone always does. Everyone always does go back to eating normally, no one, well, maybe a random 1 or 2 people, will continue eating that lower amount. And that's why so many people yo-yo with their weight and go up and down and up and down and up and down. So my objection through doing my fat loss process at the moment is to keep my metabolism high, keep my BMR as high as possible so that I can really keep this weight loss off and so that I can feel leaner in the future moving forward at that weight that I go to once I've finished my fat loss reduction plan. So yeah, that's the good thing about having that meal. Also, I am getting a higher amount of vegetables than I would be with the sushi, probably the same amount of rice, but the macronutrient balance is better. I'm getting high protein, high carbohydrate, but also high minerals and vitamins. And it would probably just be low protein and low nutrients in terms of veggies with the sushi, okay? So that's the difference. Little things like that make a big difference at the end of the day. Morning, it's Thursday morning and I just wanted to check in because I was just getting dressed and for the first time in 6 months or something, I noticed the changes in my body that I had been trying to achieve. I mean, I really did only start this specific fat loss program about 5 weeks ago, pretty much when we got engaged, because I was like, I'm prepping for the wedding now. And I've started to notice the changes in my body. I have been aiming to lose body fat for 5 weeks, just working through a slight deficit and doing the same thing I do with my clients. And I'm only just starting to see the results. So the moral of the story is, if you start a program with a coach or on your own, don't give up, because that is not going to get you where you want to be. You just need to keep going and trusting the process. That's how it all works. I'm already feeling $1 million in my body now, and I have lost 2.6 kilos. So a really kind of small amount, but a big change for me. So I'm going to keep going because I have like another 4 months that I'm going to be doing this for. Obviously there's going to be times in between, like Christmas and New Year's, where I'm not doing any of it, but I have a long-term plan in a slight deficit versus like a fast aggressive one. That's just how I prefer to do it, and I find that yeah, it works better within my lifestyle and things that I can control. So for me, that's how I'm doing it, and like, I'm stoked already. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm just feeling way better in my clothes already. Let's have a look. Probably hard to see when I wear my activewear instead of like wearing my like underwear or bikini or something like that, but like this is just how I prefer to do it, because I just don't really need to take my clothes off. You can kind of tell. So I'm feeling better. It's a difference of, like I said, 2.6 kilos on a smaller frame. That can feel like a lot, and it did. Like, I felt very I don't know, just I felt very tight in all of my clothes. Even these leggings, which are my favorite leggings, the most comfortable and I think flattering, they're from Kabbalah Collective. Even in these leggings, I was like, oh, they feel really tight and uncomfortable, and they would just start to roll down here. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, and it's just awesome to see the results start to happen. So yeah, just a little burst of motivation. Now I'm really keen to go and do my squats and lift heavy and push my body, because I want to keep my curves throughout this fat loss cut, but I want to just reduce the fat and keep my muscles, you know, my bum, and keep my shoulders and things like that. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the gym. Well, it's Wednesday now. Last time I spoke to you was Thursday last week. I ended up going out on the weekend with friends. It was the best time ever. It was literally the best time ever. However, it was really difficult to stick to my macros over the weekend because of everything that we were doing. We had some drinks, which is something that I don't normally do. I don't normally drink, but I did have some drinks. Stayed up really late, so barely slept. Overindulged and ate food that is, you know, not the healthiest, but absolutely soul food that's great to share and have with other people and things like that. So it was really difficult to actually hit my macros over the weekend. So I actually didn't. I went over my calories and macros over the weekend, and then I checked in as usual on my Tuesday, which is where I upload my weight. I do it once a week just to ensure that I am like on track with my fat loss targets over the next few months. And I weighed in heavier than I was when I started this journey. So I had gained like 3 kilos or so over the weekend, and gaining 3 kilos of weight over the weekend is just weight. It is not body fat. However, it can mess with your mind a little bit because you're like, oh, am I doing the wrong thing? And I've taken away all of my progress. So you could say like, wow, I actually haven't achieved anything. I've gone backwards, that kind of thing. But it's actually not the case. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Once I averaged out everything that I ate over the past 7 days, from last Tuesday to the next Tuesday, it turned out that I had, on average, over the 7 days, because that's when I weigh in, so that's how I average it out, I had eaten at my maintenance calories, which is the amount that my body needs to maintain my weight, have no changes, no growth, no loss, nothing. So I knew that the increase on the scales was just an increase on the scales. I had eaten many more carbohydrates than normal through drinking and through all of my food, chips, burgers, things like that we all ate. And so I knew that it would come back down. The decision I made straight after seeing that increase on the scale was just to move forward. So the next day I went straight back to my macros on that Tuesday, because I do it on the Tuesday morning. So yesterday I went straight back to my macros, ate as normal, and I just, you know, understood that that was a maintenance week for me, and that's totally fine. They're really good for you. I had been in a deficit for 5 weeks, so having a week of maintenance, not bad. And it's actually awesome to do a maintenance week here and there. So then I checked in on the scales this morning, and I was straight back down to my lowest weigh-in from before that weekend. So it's all working perfectly, and I'm still on track. It would have been really easy for me to just go, oh, screw it, like I've weighed in at my heaviest, it's not working, and then to just stop what I was doing because it's not working. And that's what I see most people do. But that's the most important part, where you keep moving forward after that. And I want to show you guys that that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what I promote, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. Or this week's video, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to keep doing these vlog style videos, documenting my journey through fat loss, through my skin transformation, and in the process leading up to getting married. So yeah. We did our wedding invitations last night. Eek, they're so beautiful. I don't know if I'll show you guys or not. I don't know if that's normal, but anyway,
I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.